Good morning, everyone. And can you all hear me? Good morning, everyone. Am I audible? Okay, so today we'll study MIS. So in the last class we were studying the synthesis of MIS structure, right? So under synthesis of MIS structure, we covered that there are two structures, the conceptual structure and the physical structure. Then we saw that the conceptual structure is made up of four components, that is the strategic planning, management control, operational control and transaction processing. Okay, this is the model that represents the MIS structure, the flow of data in the MIS structure. Okay, so on the left side we can see all the components. On the top we have all the departments that are there in an organization. Then information from all these departments relating to all these components is collected into a common data file, including some of the unique files for each department. Then a model base is used and some common applications are used in order to maintain the DBMS or the database management system. Then after this, this diagram shows the decision making structure. There are four levels or the four components at various levels in an organization depending on the hierarchical structure. So the top represents the higher level management, the lower part represents the lower level management. Okay, then we have already studied under decision making and MIS that the top level deals with all the unstructured decisions and the lower level deals with various structured decisions. Okay, now now we come to the physical structure. Okay, so the physical structure of an MIS would be identical to the conceptual structure if all applications consisted of completely separate programs used by only one function. Okay, so physical structure basically can be separated in physical forms. Okay, so various different types of applications or programs are used in order to make the physical structure work. Okay, we can implement two methods to achieve substantial economies. Two methods are integrated processing and use of common modules. Now, the integrated processing the first method for determining the physical structure is The integrated processing is achieved by designing several related applications as a single system in order to simplify the interconnections and reduce duplications of input. Okay, so integrated processing basically is achieved by designing several applications. So the main reason for doing this is to simplify the interconnections and reduce duplication of inputs. Now what does duplication mean? Duplication of input means there are times when similar or same data is by mistake entered multiple times. Okay, or maybe it is entered in two separate places. So the main aim or work of this processing system is to make sure that if an already existing record is again inputted into the system, in that case the system will reject the input. Okay, because it is not possible for a human being to remember so many records, so many details which have been entered. For example, if you go to the library, okay, every library has a library management system nowadays. So if you go to the library and ask for a book, okay, and the librarian issues you that particular book, okay, but makes an entry into the computer system, the MIS used in the library, that this is the book that is being issued to such and such student, okay, on XYZ date. Now for example, now every after 3 to 4 days, again some other girl comes and asks for that particular book. Now obviously every day the library is visited by so many students, okay, and it is not possible for them to remember each and every person's name and the book they have issued. So when you ask about a book and you cannot find it in the library, at that time what the librarian does is they search for the book in their computer system, and the computer system shows them that this book has already been issued to XYZ student on the mentioned date. Okay, so this stops them from duplicating or repeating the same data again. Okay. It is done when a particular data processing function needs data generated by other functions. Okay, so basically every in an MIS there are many systems that require the same input. Okay, the same type of input data or the same type of records are required by many of the workings or many of the processing systems. So what happens is, what this integrated processing system does is that they help them access that particular data whenever it is or wherever it is required. Next, when they use same source of data or they provide data to the same system, these interactions help in establishing the linkage between systems. Okay, so same source of data, as we discussed, that many times the same data is required by many departments. For example, if I talk about an organization's various departments, for example, the company is any XYZ company, they are using an MIS, and the production department regularly updates what is the level of production, or what is the finished stock available, the raw material stock available in their warehouse. Any department can access that information if they need. For example, the budget team needs to know whether the targeted production level has been reached, or will there be any more budget or finances required in the production department. Okay, so according to that, if they want to know what is the current level of production that has already been done, what they do is they can access the information that has been entered by the production department. Okay, so this helps them interact with each other. The levels or the various departments needs to interact with each other in order to be sure, or we can say in order to maintain the right level of updated information throughout the organization. Then when these linkages are established, the system are said to be integrated. Okay, so integration, this is what integration means. When we include all the things that are working in under a system into one, or we link them with each other. It reduces duplication of inputs, reduces redundancy, and reduces overall cost. Now, integration may be excuse me. So integration may be hierarchical, then horizontal, and cross functional. Okay, so these are the three types of integration that are involved in an MIS. Now what do they mean? We'll see what they mean. Okay, so hierarchical means transaction level systems feed data to managerial level systems, or vice versa. Means transaction level we have already studied. Let's come here. So these are the transaction levels, and where we are seeing the transaction processing feed data to managerial level systems, so to the middle level or vice versa. Then bottom level interacts with middle level, and middle level interacts with the top level and bottom level. So as we saw here, this is the top level. Okay, this is the middle level, and this one is the lower level. So this is called the hierarchical structure. Now if there is interaction or communication between these levels, the lower level interacts with the upper the middle level then interacts with the upper level and the lower level. Okay, the interaction can be different, like when middle level interacts with upper level, they interact to find out the various decisions that have been taken, the policies, the rules and regulations, that these are communicated. And when the middle level communicates or interacts with the lower level, what they do is they communicate the rules and regulations that have been mentioned to them to the lower level. Okay, and the rules and regulations, the targets, all these things are updated to them. Then horizontal interaction or horizontal integration means takes place within a chain of command within several production departments. So when we are talk about horizontal means, we can see in this diagram here, this way, lateral way, this means horizontal. Okay, so if we talk about this level, the second level, so the second level in the production department interacts with the second level in the information processing department. Then this level interacts with finance and accounting, logistics, sales management. Okay, so the same level but different departments interact with each other. Okay, then lastly, cross-functional involves information system of different functional areas. So functional areas or information system, functional areas means each department is a functional area. Okay, and if the production department, management control wants to interact with the sales and management transaction processing, so they can interact with anyone. This keeps them updated and it helps them in order to maintain the flow of information. Okay, then next we come to the techniques. What are the techniques for integrated processing? Establish standard procedure to transfer data regularly to another system. Excuse me. So firstly, we need to we establish the standard procedures, the standard ways in which we transfer data regularly into the main database. Okay, then managers freely communicate and automated responses to internal condition. So automated responses means something So automated responses means when the computer or the system decides what is to be done in a situation, depending on the previous data that has been fed into it. For example, the programming says that the library system should tell the librarian whenever the book is issued and they search for it. Okay, so automated, that is what an automated response is. Okay, then advantages, if we talk about advantages of integrated processing, it improves data flow. So data flow, as we saw that data is passed on in various forms, like these three: hierarchical, horizontal and cross functional. Okay, so the data flow is very good. Then more information for managerial decisions. So managerial level needs to take many decisions every day. Okay, and it helps them, the data that is given to them, the information that they receive is helpful for them, because the more information that is available to them, the better decisions they can take. Then forces managers to share what they have learned, what their plan is, what has been communicated to them from the upper level. All that is communicated to the other levels. Okay, so today we'll stop here. Okay, and tomorrow we'll start with the use of common modules. All right, is there any difficulty in understanding integrated processing? If anyone has any questions, they can ask. Okay. So I hope everyone has written their attendance in the chat box.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we'll continue tomorrow. Okay. Thank you, girls.